teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there right off the bat. 49 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Recovered by the kicking team.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the kicking team.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the #1 overall pick back in April.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd. Incomplete.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
Sets up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. $21-0 our score after one.
Cowboys 21. Bengals nothing.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A 1st down throw for Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, get in there and get what you want, G. Get in there and get what you want, boy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to take off with it. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, 58 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Mixon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Able to fight through 1 tackle. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st down, Prescott rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken in at the 11. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense. Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory. Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Open man, Erickson, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot now for Burrow. He'll get this complete to Erickson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.